news conference tonight, Deschutes County DA John Hummel announced a grand jury indicted Ian Cranston on second-degree murder and other charges in the recent downtown Bend fatal shooting. 22-year-old Barry Washington Jr. was fatally shot in the early morning hours of September 19th. Cranston's being charged with murder in the second degree, first and second degree manslaughter, assault in the first degree, and 2 counts of unlawful use of a weapon. Hummel says he spoke with Barry Washington's mother minutes before announcing the charges.
2 minutes before I walked down here, I was on the phone with Barry's mother, LaWanda Robinson. I informed LaWanda of the decision made by the grand jury. I expressed my condolences to her and her family as they continue to grieve the loss of Barry. Based on what I told her, she thanked God. That's what she said to me. Thank God. There's a reckoning with race that needs to happen in Central Oregon. And it needs to happen now. To the hundreds of people who have been advocating on behalf of Barry and his family, thank you. Keep it up. I see you and I respect you. Our community needs you. Know this. Justice will be done in this case.
Cranston's now being held without bail at the Deschutes County Jail until his court appearance tomorrow afternoon. To read more of Hummel's full statement and his answers to our questions tonight, go to our website, ktvz.com, for the web version of the
I believe everything has a root cause to it, and people try to put a spin on things, and I'm just going to tell you what I think. People are going to get upset, but, you know, that's the nature of things, right? I look at the facts. So let's get into it, and then I'll tell you what I think. Bullet factory worker, makes sense, 27, is charged with shooting dead black man, 22, after respectfully complimenting and asking his girlfriend during a night out. A white bullet maker shot a black man dead for paying his girlfriend a respectful compliment, prosecutors say, in an incident linked to Jim Crow era lynchings. Ian Cranston, 27, was charged with murdering Barry Washington Jr., 22, on the street in a street in Bend, Oregon, on September 19th, after he spoke to Cranston's girlfriend, Allie Butler, outside a bar called the Capitol. Deschutes County District Attorney John Hummel said it is believed that the initial interaction between Barry and Cranston began when Barry complimented Mr. Cranston's girlfriend. There's no evidence that what Mr. Washington did when he approached the woman was inappropriate. There's not an allegation that he groped her, grabbed her, was crass with her. He complimented her in a respectful manner. She was fine. Back, she said, "No, thank you. I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship." No allegation that anything Mr. Washington did was inappropriate. That was the extent of the interaction, but Cranston, a mechanist at bullet manufacturer in Tulsa, was not happy. It is alleged. Hummel said the two men later had words outside, and there was some pushing and punching thrown, but that things had calmed down before Cranston allegedly pulled out a gun from his waistband and shot Washington. All right, so we're going to watch the video. Okay, here we go.
Say hello. Say hello. Don't touch me. Get the
Hey, call the police! Hey, call the police!
okay, you get shot, and that's all you think you give up. Say hello. Say hello. Don't touch me. Get the
Hey, call the police! Hey, call the police!
okay, you get shot, and that's all you think you give up. Hit me.
What did?
The guy on the ground.
Hit you in the face.
Yeah, he pushed me back and hit the
Let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. Hold on.
Say hello. Say hello. Don't touch me. Get the Say hello. Say hello. Don't touch me. Get the
Hey, call the police! Hey, call the police!
okay, you get shot, and that's all you think you give up. Hit me.
What did?
The guy on the ground.
Hit you in the face.
Yeah, he pushed me back and hit the
Still I love the police. Still rock my khakis with a company crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213.
Okay.
And they called.
All right. So, continuing with the story. The initial compliment was not caught on camera, but footage said to show the deadly fight was shared on social media with a man believed to be Washington, filmed fighting with another man moments before a gunshot rings out. Cops were called to the scene and found Washington, who lived in Bend, lying on the sidewalk suffering from a gunshot wound. He was rushed to the hospital and died the next day. Cranston has now been charged with crimes including second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, and first-degree assault. He has not been charged with any hate crime, but District Attorney Hummel said an investigation into whether the killing was bias motivated continues and drew parallels between the killing and historic racist murders of black men. He said, if we obtain sufficient evidence to prove that this shooting was at least partially motivated by race, I don't think this was motivated by race. I don't. We will go back to the grand jury and ask them to add the charge. It is believed that the initial interaction between Barry and Mr. Cranston began when Barry complimented Mr. Cranston's girlfriend. Our country has a disgraceful history of degenerating, prosecuting, and lynching black men for talking to white women. Over the last week, literally hundreds of people called and emailed me to remind me of this history. Cranston has since been arrested and held in Ditchits County Jail and on a no bail warrant, Hummel said. Cranston's attorney Kevin Seeley accused Washington of being the aggressor and claimed that he physically assaulted his client, leaving him with head injuries. In a statement to CNN, Sally said disputable video evidence shows before Ian Cranston ever drew his weapon, Barry Washington had assaulted him without provocation, resulting in head injuries, and that required the police to take Cranston to the hospital, where a brain scan and other procedures had to be performed. In the video, it shows the incident. A man believed to be Washington used foul language, moves towards someone off camera. A woman shouts a profanity as shots ring out. And then a male voice claims, "Hey, call the police," and laughter is heard. Later, a woman is heard telling a man that the guy on the ground pushed and hit her in the face and also struck her boyfriend. Cranston's attorney, all right, the thing is like that woman was putting the cell phone in his face. She was the aggressor. So there's that. So she's lying now. You see it plainly in the video, she's lying. She was the aggressor and she put the phone to his face and he knocked it out of the way. Women think because they have ovaries, they could do that to men, that I could harass you, I could put my hands on you, and you won't touch me because I'm a woman. No, some men are not going to play that. They don't care. Your gender is not going to save you in certain situations. That's just the fact. Cranston's defense attorney later sharply rebuked Hummel over his race comments. After the evidence comes out at a trial, I trust someone will ask the district attorney why he deliberately inflamed the community with statements he knew were not supported by any evidence, Sally stated. Cranston did not enter a plea during his arraignment on Friday. He is due back in court on December 7th. KTVZ reported that Cranston had no prior criminal history over the past year. He has worked as a machinist for a company that manufactures bullets. Washington was a native of Benicia, California, who had recently relocated to Bend with a friend, according to the Bend Bulletin. He is survived by his mother and younger siblings. This is really overwhelming. The way my son was murdered, it's too much, wrote Washington's mother, LaWanda Robinson. I'm so hurt. I haven't even begun to grieve. The legal case is a lot while trying to lay my son to rest. A GoFundMe campaign has been launched by Washington's aunt to help the family. Has drawn more than $57,000 in donations. Okay. Now, the girlfriend says it's claimed that she said that he harassed her. She says that Washington harassed her after she told him no. I'm gonna say this, okay? When you see a girl and she has a boyfriend and she says she has a boyfriend, that's it. It's over. More fish in the sea. Go find somebody else. That's it. That is it. Okay? That's what I see. All right. When more evidence comes out, we will see. But other than that, I see that this female was the aggressor in the incident with the phone. But she says that he didn't take no for an answer. That's the thing. I don't see this as a race issue. I just see it as a fact that it was an issue of men, and another man doesn't like it when he sees another man talking to his girl. Especially when the woman says she has a boyfriend. That's it. Done. That's it. There's no point in proceeding further. A lot of guys like to do dirty macking, like to think they could do that. Oh, I could take your girl and stuff. No. And a lot of men are going to think, oh, you're weak, you're simple. No, a lot of you are idiots and will get yourselves in situations where you may get beat up or shot because you can't understand the word no. Again, I don't see this as a race issue. I don't. Okay, so that's all I got to say for now. Tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think about this situation? All right, later.